even in an environment like this, I'm cleaning his stall, okay? How can I make this a training opportunity? How can I make this something that I can teach him right now under these circumstances that will benefit me later? So one of the things that would benefit me is being able to tell a horse the command away, okay, or to better install the here command, or the come that I say here. For me, here means draw your attention to me, right here. And then here kind of means give me two eyes. And if my body language says now proceed to me, they understand that. But here means give me two eyes. It means I need your undivided attention right now. Give me two eyes. So if I say here, 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 that's the response I want. And since my body language told him nothing different, he chose not to move. That's perfect, because I really don't want him in my way. Now you can turn that into, okay, so now we worked on give me two eyes. That we can certainly do in a stall, and you can make it worth their while, whether it be you ask for two eyes and then you have a conversation in that moment. Like he asked me, you know, when he gave me his two eyes, he asked me, so what do you want? You know, I appreciate that I gave you my attention, so now, you know, can you tell me what you want? Did you just want me to look at you? Did you, you know, so he asked me, you know, basically, should I move? Did you want something, or was I just supposed to look at you? My body language can tell him everything different. Now, he's about to show you how, the next thing I want to show you, you can teach a horse. He put himself in a position that I can do that right now. Anytime that I have a horse near me, whether it be because we're walking online, or we're doing a closed circle, you know, online, or say I'm in the stall and I'd like him to move away from me in the stall, the away command can be taught, obviously, and I do it all in small bites anyway, so you would want to teach it up close. The away command is something that you can use when you want a horse to get out of your space, when you want a horse to increase the distance, like if you're doing some mirroring games, now you'd like it to be, instead of 2 feet apart, you'd like to be 4 feet apart or 6 feet apart. Or when they're on a circle, if they're on a close circle. So he's being a little rude. He's learning how to get a little too much in your space. So he's actually playing a little bit of a game that he would play with Luxor outside. He's trying to get in my space and then see if I'm going to chase him. You know, it's that halter tag game, as he was just trying to do with me. The away command is also very good for, you know, expanding the size of a circle. If I have him on a small, up-close circle, working on some maybe connection category or something like that, I can maybe add, you know, say if he's 6 feet away from me. Now I can say I'd like you to be 10 feet away from me, or 12 feet away from me, or even 20 feet away from me. How would I tell the horse that is circling around me that I now want you to make this a bigger circle? So the away command is one of the commands that I use. He did get himself back out of position for me to help you with learn or see how that would be taught, but maybe he'll come, well, see, I hate to invite him to tell, oh, here we go. Okay, so I can tell him, away, 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 good, and now I'm going to leave him alone. He chose to cross over his feet away from me, because now if he's on a circle, you want all 4 feet to respond. Now I can put my energy in the front of him and still say away, because I want his front to go away from me. Away, away, away. Okay, and I don't need the hind feet to join that. Now my just walking away, like, you know, I told you to go away and now I'm going to just go right back to my business. That's the release. I mean, you can do it in a, you know, a very planned out lesson. Take him out into the arena, tell him away, whatever. And then you can make your release seem more impactful. But truthfully, that release was just as impactful. I told him away, he awayed, I released him. I stopped putting pressure on him. I went back to doing something else. It has nothing to do with him. Therefore, I went back into neutral. If you make the practice of thinking, what kind of commands would be valuable to all of my lesson plans? what kind of commands could I teach a horse at a standstill that would be valuable to my future progression of whatever it is I want to work on this horse to learn or to be or whatever. Teaching a horse to get out of my space, teaching a horse to increase the size of a circle or increase the distance between us is super valuable. I mean, you know, you're talking with a friend while you're hand grazing your horse and your horse decides to kind of crowd you. Well, first of all, you should not allow that to happen anyway, but let's just say it does, or you're in the beginning phases of changing a pushy or space invading horse. You know, you can now incorporate having the command away. Now, see, he doesn't know the command away means forever, and that's my job now to say, away, away. And now, by not following him, not insisting, did you learn this? Because that's another thing people often do is they almost pull the horse back to them to say, did you learn it? You know, yeah, he learned it. He's away, right? He's not in my space right now, and I can go back to doing whatever I'm doing. When you turn it into a game, well, then he'll go away and come right back, go away and come right back, because then it's become a game. So it's not a game. Let's see. You can work on, there's so many different things you can work on with them just standing in their stall. Again, the 2 eyes, you can tell him here, you can ask him to come to you. And then maybe because he came to you, now that release may not be a release, you may want to offer a reward for having come to you. So maybe I asked him to come to me and now I'm going to give him a nice scratch for 20 seconds. And then maybe stand up, change my position, because you don't want to make them wrong. So like if I called him to me and then instantly exercised my new command away, I would almost be punishing him for having come to me. So I need to give him more of an incentive and more of a reason or reward for having come to me. Kind of redundant, but this way, you know, you have that pause, okay? That's a training pause. Like you said, I told you to come to me. I love that you just came to me. Here's your reward for coming to me. Thank you for the visit. Now our visit is done, and now I change my body language, and that's the important part, is changing your body language. I cannot maintain the come to me body language and then tell him to go away. That's not fair. That does not develop a good relationship. It will create sourness in your relationship with him.